Welcome to Die Casting News. I'm Emily Carter, and today we are getting straight to a question that every single plant manager has on their mind. How do you make sure the time, the budget, the travel, all of it actually turns into real results on your shop floor? Well, it turns out the entire model for these events is changing, and we're going to break down how. Okay, let's get into it. A major event has just been confirmed for 2026, and it's positioned to be a really critical moment for the entire North American sourcing cycle. So, here are the core facts you need. We are talking about the 7th Die Casting Expo Mexico. It's happening April 15th and 16th, 2026, down at the Queretaro Congress Center. And this isn't just for one part of the industry, it's the meeting point for literally the entire value chain. Now, this is where things get really interesting. The event is built on four distinct pillars. You have the main exhibition, of course, but you also have a deep technical program, pre-scheduled business meetings, and the integrated North America Mold Makers Show. This structure is what makes it so much more than just another expo. And that four-pillar structure, it really points to a massive shift in what these events are actually for. We are seeing a very clear move away from the traditional model, the one that's basically a marketing platform focused on brochures and brand awareness. The new model is a full-on procurement platform. The goal is to find real answers to your process problems and to strategically build up domestic supply chains right there in Mexico. This leads right into the second key insight, which is all about the technical advantage you get when you stop looking at die casting as separate steps and start seeing it as one complete interconnected system. And this quote from our source material just says it all, doesn't it? Cost and quality are rarely decided by one machine alone. It's a huge reminder that if you're trying to solve a complex production issue, zeroing in on just one piece of equipment is probably not going to cut it. The real breakthroughs, in things like porosity control, extending die life, or shaving seconds off your cycle time, they almost always come from understanding how all the pieces interact. We're talking about the machine, the die, the thermal balance, your release agents, everything working together. And that's exactly why an event like this brings the whole ecosystem together. You've got the machine heavyweights like Haitian and LK Machinery, right there with simulation experts from Magma, chemistry specialists from Chemtrend, thermal control from Reglaplast, and the metrology and inspection leaders like Kienz and Marpos. It's the full system all in one place. So, with all that said, how can your team actually use this new format to get the most value? Let's walk through a simple, actionable plan for when you hit the expo floor. The sources recommend this three-step approach for a high ROI visit. First, define your focus before you even leave the plant. Second, pick just one or two key problems to solve, say porosity or cycle time. And third, and this is the game changer, use your meetings to compare actual process answers, not just to look at product brochures. Now, as always, we take a moment to see what this news means for other key regions, specifically the Indian market. For this particular update, no India-specific details were mentioned in today's source material. So let's wrap this up with a big takeaway. The Die Casting Expo Mexico 2026 really signals a fundamental shift away from being just a marketing event and toward being a strategic platform for sourcing and systems-level problem solving. And that leaves us with one final question to think about for your own operations. If you were walking that floor, what's the number one problem you would be trying to solve first? For more deep dives like this, make sure to subscribe. I'm Emily Carter for Die Casting News. Thanks for joining us.